claim your throne. Embrace the chaos. Life is messy. It's unpredictable, wild, and full of moments that make you question whether you're thriving or barely holding it together. But here's the truth. Chaos isn't your enemy. It's your coronation. It's time to stop fighting the storms and start wearing your crown, crooked as it may be. The lunatic queen doesn't survive chaos. She thrives in it. Chaos isn't something to run from. It's where growth happens, where resilience is built, and where we find out just how strong we really are. Think of life like a kingdom. Some days it's pristine, full of sunshine and order. Other days it's a battlefield, with laundry piles doubling as fortresses and stressors launching sneak attacks like overly dramatic soap opera villains. But even in those moments, a queen doesn't flee her kingdom. She rules it. Name your stress. Give your stress a goofy or annoying name, like Karen, Bob, or the overthinker. When you feel overwhelmed, say something like, "Karen, I see you're back with your unnecessary drama, but I'm not buying it today." What this achieves. Detaches emotion. Naming your stress helps you separate it from your identity, making it feel less overwhelming. Activates humor. By giving it a silly name, you're engaging your brain's reward system, which can release feel-good chemicals like dopamine. Calms the fight-or-flight response, adding humor signals to your body that you're not in danger, reducing the production of stress hormones like cortisol. Empowers you. Addressing your stress as something external gives you a sense of control over it, boosting confidence and reducing anxiety. This simple act transforms stress from a heavy burden into something manageable, and maybe even laughable. 1. Detaches emotion. When stress becomes overwhelming, it's easy to feel like it's part of your identity. I'm anxious, or I can't handle this. By naming your stress, you externalize it, turning it into something separate from yourself. For example, calling your stress Karen allows you to see it as an unwelcome visitor, rather than a permanent resident in your mind. Why it works. Externalizing stress reduces self-blame and shame. Instead of thinking, I'm failing, you can think, Karen's being loud today, but I don't have to listen. This reframing helps you see stress as temporary and manageable. Physical benefits. Emotional detachment can lower your heart rate and blood pressure, reducing the physical strain that comes with feeling overwhelmed. 2. Activates humor. Naming your stress something ridiculous, like Bob or the overthinker, engages your sense of humor. Humor is a powerful mental health tool that shifts your focus away from the negative and toward the absurdity of the situation. Why it works. Humor activates the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine, a chemical that boosts mood and motivation. Laughter can also relax your muscles and improve your outlook. Physical benefits. Studies show that humor can decrease cortisol, the stress hormone, and increase endorphins, which act as natural painkillers and mood elevators. By laughing at Karen, you're literally rewiring your brain to handle stress better. 3. Calms the fight-or-flight response. When you're stressed, your body's fight-or-flight system kicks in, preparing you to confront or escape danger. This was useful for our ancestors running from predators, but less helpful when dealing with a bad day at work or a messy house. Naming your stress tricks your brain into realizing there's no real danger. Why it works. Humor and detachment tell your amygdala, the brain's fear center, that it's safe to relax. By addressing your stress as a named entity, you disrupt the automatic fear response and replace it with logic and humor. Physical benefits. Reduced fight-or-flight responses mean a calmer heart rate, slower breathing, and less adrenaline flooding your system. You'll feel more grounded and in control. 4th, empowers. You naming your stress shifts the power dynamic. Instead of stress controlling you, you control it. Saying, Karen, you're not running this show, is a small act of rebellion that boosts your confidence and resilience. Why it works. This technique aligns with cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT principles, which emphasize reframing negative thoughts to gain control over them. By labeling your stress, You're acknowledging it without letting it dominate you. Physical benefits. Empowerment reduces overall stress levels, improving sleep, digestion, and immune function. It also promotes a sense of mental clarity, helping you tackle challenges more effectively. The science in action. By naming your stress, you create a mental shift from overwhelm to control, from fear to humor, and from helplessness to empowerment. This strategy may seem small, but its impact on your mental and physical well-being is profound, offering both immediate relief and long-term resilience.
Her bare feet touch the earth, the ground beneath her sighs. Whispers of 1,000 dreams beneath the open skies. The weight of all her stories lives quiet in her soul, but in her wild laughter, she lets them all unfold. She's not a past, she's not the pain. Through every storm, she's found a name. She rises, queen of the rain, breaking the chains, rewriting the pain. Her scars may speak, but they're just lines. Her strength is written in how she shines. She rises.